Hello YouTube, it's me Abby. Ooh, sorry, I'm getting a little situated here. You might see a little bump right here. This bump is my pet, actually, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about my pet. Now, it's a girl. Here's a hint. Here's her ears. I love her very much. I've had her for almost 3 or 4 years now. I love her very much. It's very hard to take care of her because she poops a lot. And she takes a lot of care for her. This is Stella. She's my bunny. I don't know quite which bunny. It's a regular bunny, not a cottontail. She has regular ears. Just regular ears. They stick up. She is brown, white, and has a little bit of black. I got her for my 8th birthday. That's my baby. Her name is Stella. When I got her, she was very little. She wasn't very little, but like, very little. She was $12. My parents got her cheap at Rural King. She's trying to get under my bed. Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. She's very fat. She's my little fatty McFatterson. I love her a lot. I actually have a dirty blanket that she's laying on because she pees and poops a lot, so it needs to be washed anyway. She eats a lot. She eats 2 bowls of food a day. She's my little fatty. I love her very much. She has very big back legs. Here, I'll lift her up so you can see. And this doesn't hurt her in any way, I promise. Hang on, let me get her in more of a comfortable position. She's very long. See, she doesn't mind. It's not hurting her in any way. It could scare her a little bit sometimes. If you pick her up so suddenly, she'll squirm and try to kick, and she kicks and stuff. She's very big. She's a girl. Her name is Stella. And her full name is Stella Jo Jennings. My mom made up her middle name, and then my last name is Jennings, so that means her last name is Jennings. And I love her very much. She's my baby. She's very long. She is this big. I don't know how long that is. I love her very much right now. She's just chilling. She's just chilling right here. I love her very much. She's my baby. I treat her like my child. Like I treat this like my child. I literally talk to my poster. That's not weird, is it? I don't think that's very weird. She does get in trouble a lot. I put new fluff, bedding thing down in her little litter box. She has a cage, a litter box, a food dish, a water dish, and then just like a thing. A big cage. And she's in that cage and stuff. And she gets in trouble. Like the bedding, we call it fluff. The bedding she will take out and kick out on purpose and stuff, and she'll like grab it in her mouth and put it on the ground. And so I put her in her cage. She doesn't go in her cage. If she gets scared, she'll go in her bedding litter box thing, which I think is gross. She's sitting in her pee and poop. She's dirty. We don't have enough money to get her washing things, but it's only like really the bottom, her feet, and like her tail area. But her back and her front area is very clean. I think her underbelly is very cute. I did dye her little thing green. That did not hurt her at all. I took a Q-tip and a little bit of food dye and just put it on there, and it never really touched her skin, and it only touched her fur. I love her a lot. There's been nothing wrong with her. She's never been to the vet. We got her nails trimmed. They were very sharp, and they were hurting her because they were so long. I also have 2 other pets. I have a puppy named Coco. That's my stepmom's and my dad's and my little brother's. And then Trigger, my big dog that hates other dogs, will kill them. What are you doing? Are you on the bed? You're trying to run away from Mommy. Mommy's not that scary, is she? She'll try to go under my bed, and it's very hard to get out. She'll stomp, and she'll scratch, and she'll growl at you. If she's somewhere, and she's very comfy, she's just getting comfy right now on this bed, because she's been here for a while. Trigger, oh, I was getting off task. Trigger is my dog. He's been my dog for a long time. Stella's getting all up in the camera. Trigger has been around me since I was 2 or 3. I don't remember him being the aggressive puppy like Coco is. Coco scratches and bites and growls at you. You were so cute. Trigger was never like that. I never remember him doing that. He has big jaws. He's a dangerous dog. He loves humans. He hates other dogs. He hates Coco. They're not allowed to be together, but we love both dogs. Don't pull that cord, I swear. I was very young. I remember doing this. It's sad to think about, but he's getting older now, and he's getting weaker. I take animals very seriously. I think animals have a big spot in my heart. I love animals so much. Animals and anime are the only 2 things I ever think about. Like, I want to be a vet. I want to be an exotic vet. That means to be with wild animals. When I say, what's your favorite animal? The most answer I get is dogs. That's a pet, not an animal. What's your favorite wild animal? And then you'll get wolf. Wolves are great creatures. I think they're beautiful. I think they're very fascinating. That's actually my second favorite animal. They're beautiful creatures. Tigers, I love them. They are beautiful creatures. They're strong creatures. They're the biggest cat. My friend Alex, she loves lions because she's a Leo. It's not a good reason, I don't think. She said they're more pretty, they're stronger, they're bigger. I've read every tiger book, every lion book in my school library. I've asked Alexa, like, what's the biggest tiger? It's always been tiger. I thought lions were. But no, after I was so fascinated with tigers, there was a paper 3 years ago, and it said my favorite animal was a leopard. I don't know. My second favorite big cat is a lion. It's not my second favorite animal. If I could pick one big cat, any big cat in the world, to be my pet, it would be a tiger or a liger. Ligers are big creatures. If you're around them for most of their life, they will love you like an animal, like a house pet animal. Stop getting lighter and darker. Oh my gosh, it's annoying me. It's like I'm swatting the light and it's getting lighter and darker.
Time for your shower.
I'm not done.
Gotta go.
I'm almost done.
Do not shut this door again either.
Moms, it's a Friday. Why do I have to take a shower? Well, tigers have been fascinating to me ever since last year before that. I fell in love with them, learning about them. I read one book. I was like, these creatures are beautiful. These creatures are very fascinating. Leopards, no thanks. You can go that way. You are weak and you climb trees. That's amazing. You climb trees. You're a monkey, but a cat. That's cool. I mean, it is cool. I'm not being sarcastic. But leopards, I kind of push them away. But I love tigers. They're so fascinating. I have 1,000 stuffed animal tigers. I have 2 white tigers and a rooster. You know, just your Bengal tigers and stuff like that. My favorite prehistoric animal would definitely be a saber-toothed tiger. Their teeth were very big. I think that was so cool. It's like, you know, those dinosaurs and like raptors, and their foot is like that was what it made me think of. Like, it still makes me think of that. Dinosaurs, I don't care for them. Dinosaurs are boring to me. I'd rather not learn about dinosaurs. I'd rather learn about animals. That's what we're learning in science, of course, because I don't like dinosaurs. That's why we're probably learning about them. This video is just gonna be about animals now. Hello? You being curious? I love animals. I'm gonna go back to my dog now, because I just got totally off track with that. My dog Trigger is getting older as I speak. And he has spots in his eyes and he's going kind of blind. There's nothing else really wrong with him, but he's been my dog for as long as I can remember. He follows me everywhere around the house. I'm actually seeing him this weekend. I love him very much. He's my pet. Like, Stella's my pet. And when I was very little, I was very afraid to feed him like everyone else did. But when I finally did, it was with half of a goldfish. Goldfish are about that small. I think that small, cut it in half, and I fed that to him. And I don't think his teeth even touched me. He was very gentle, and I loved him very much, and now I can do anything. I can open his mouth, put my arm in, like I force my arm in. He wouldn't bite me. He would never do anything like that. The weird thing is, he didn't like my brother at one point. When he was born, he would avoid him. He growled at him and barked at him one time. I got mad. He never did it again. He saw that I loved him too, but he was jealous because I was always around him. And I didn't love him. I love my dog so much. I don't love him more than my brother. I mean, that's my brother. Oh my god, that is so cute. You were so, I'm sorry, but you're so cute. You were so cute. Oh, I love you. My brother has 2 pets. He has 2 bearded dragons, Billy and Brian, named after my stepdad and my dad. They're about that long. They can get very big. She can get very big. Don't chew on the cords, Stella. That didn't hurt her. That wasn't to make me mad at her. She will freeze for a long time if you don't do that. That just kind of tells her you can move, and I just kind of scoot her. There we go. There we go. She's back to normal. But yeah, my dog would never hurt me. I know he would never hurt me. I could push him and punch him and hit him and play with him all I wanted, and he would never try to hurt me. I mean, he jumps. He's a male dog, you know. That's what they do. I don't like it that much. Glad we got Coco. Coco is a small lab. She looks like a lab. She has big floppy ears. She's black. She has a little white underbelly. But that's not what she was bred with. But my dogs are mutts. Like, my dog's mixed with every dog you could think of. He is a normal sized dog. He has big jaws. He barks while he's not the mix between like Chihuahuas, and he's not a mix between like a poodle. Like, he looks nothing like, he's not a small dog. He's a medium-sized dog. He's mixed with more of the bigger dogs because he's a deeper bark, deeper growl and stuff. That's how you can really tell the size of the dog. If you hear your dog's barking in the neighborhood, beware that the deeper, probably the bigger, and the higher, probably the smaller dogs. I kind of learned that on my own, really. I don't know if it's true. What do you have in your mouth? She has something in her mouth. I need a pencil or something. Come here, let's try to show the camera. Okay. Now this isn't hurting either. Alright, you're good. There we go. I'm sorry. It's okay now. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. She had something in her mouth. Don't let her drop it. There's something that like this, and she like goes. That looked weird. On the thing. It's very orange, like a beaver. You look like a beaver. You smell beaver. She was also chewing on this. It's not good for her. Why don't even know why that's on the ground? What is Jack doing? Why is Jack putting all these things on my ground? What did he do? That's all I really have to say about animals. Better go get in the shower before I get in trouble. Say bye, Della. Say bye to all the people. I love you. Well, Stella says bye, and so do I. Peace, guys.